No, Grandma, I didn't get it. I can't believe it myself. I know. I'm so numb.
Let's check my email here. Oh, look, NBC Universal. I applied there. Thank you for your interest. Oh boy, that doesn't sound good. Hi, Adam. We'd first like to say thank you, and we appreciate your interest in the administrative assistant position that I had applied for. I wanted to let you know that unfortunately, and there it is, we are no longer actively recruiting for this role. Please keep an eye out for additional opportunities and continue to apply so we can pretend we're hiring. Continue to apply on our careers site. So this, guys, right here is practically proof. Well, there you have it, folks. Not that they've gone on with someone else. Note that it said they're no longer, what did it say? Actively recruiting for this role. Now, technically, that could mean that they've hired someone. But if they'd hired someone, they would have said they've hired someone. No, they're no longer actively recruiting for the role. And yet, I have a feeling that if I were to look on Indeed or wherever, that role will pop up once again. That, as I've said in a previous episode, but this right here is proof that is a ghost job. The job never existed in the first place. NBC Universal just wants to prove to whomever that they're hiring. Whether it's for a grant, whether it's for subsidies, whether it's for a tax break. Doesn't matter. But they are not actually hiring. So I think really the only thing we can do on our side as applicants is just not apply. Don't apply for these things. Make them desperate to prove that they're actually hiring. I don't know what that's going to do, but really there's nothing we can do on our end. They have all the power because they have the money. So, not to get into a whole thing, but anyway, today, guys, I'm going to be talking about rejection, a subject I am unfortunately all too familiar with. So, you applied, you did your thing, you got rejected. What do you do? Here's what I do, because as an actor, I know a lot about rejection. 90% of the things I apply for, I don't get. So what you do is you forget it. You set it and forget it. You do your thing, and then you completely forget about it. If it turns out to be good, great. Do some research. Do your, if you got an interview, great. Do that. But otherwise, just let it go. It's in the past. It's over. As they say in The Lion King, it doesn't matter. It's in the past. So, oh, hold on. Speaking of interviews, I've got an email from Speech Improvement Center where I had the interview. Let's see what it says. Thank you for applying for the front desk receptionist position. Awesome. We appreciate the time and effort you put into the hiring process. Awesome. Interest you have shown. After careful consideration, we regret, oh boy, to inform you that we have decided to move forward with another candidate whose qualifications more closely align with our current needs. So I'm not going to say I don't think this is a ghost job, honestly, because I actually interviewed for it. And usually they don't do interviews for ghost jobs, but who knows? Maybe it could be. I've heard people have interviewed for jobs that turned out to be nothing, and gone through several rounds of interviews. Needless to say, I did not make the cut this time. Oh, and then it says, please do not view this decision as a reflection on your abilities or potential. We received a large number of applications and had to make some very difficult choices. I don't know how difficult the choice was, but so I will vouch for the large number of applicants part, because I could tell there were a lot of applicants. Probably more than the number that interviewed on that day, even. They probably had more rounds of interviews than I even got to see. So, yeah, that tends to be my MO of if there's a lot of people going after the same thing I'm going for, I don't tend to get it. Yeah. So, no matter how talented I am, no matter how qualified I am, I don't know what it is. Maybe the hiring people don't like me. I don't know. I don't know why. Most people tend to like me, as far as I guess. I'm not a jerk. And yet, jerks seem to get hired places. And hired as, bosses. So, I'm not going to rant on this, but yeah, that's, it is the way it is. And all you can do is just forget about it and move on. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add one more thing. Gratitude, which isn't very common, but it's important, I think. I am grateful for the opportunity to apply for those jobs. I was grateful for the opportunity to interview, because like I said, I hadn't had an interview for a long time. So I'm going to take this with a strain of gratitude, and I'm going to move on and keep applying, because sooner or later, hopefully, I'll get a job. But until then, I'm going to take you guys along for the ride on the struggle.